Moin everyone, Vlogmas part 2. And today we talk about Krampus. The way he was, the way he is, and what Hollywood made out of it. And just by these 3 different pictures, you can see there are differences all over the place. So here in America, when you have been on the naughty list, Santa will come and give you a piece of coal. And that's normally it, right? He lets you know that, hey, do better next year. And this is why you have also the elf on the shelf that's sitting there and watching you as a kid if you have a naughty or nice. In southern Germany is where you have Krampus. And Krampus is a little bit different. A lot of people say Krampus is the shadow of Santa Claus, or he is the evil version of that. He is not an evil version of Santa Claus. Krampus nowadays is running around with Santa Claus or with St Nikolaus. So Santa Claus is more an American thing again. In Germany it's St Nikolaus. And I have a little picture here with St Nikolaus and Krampus going through the village and visiting all the kids. If you have been a nice kid, St. Nicholas will give you presents. If you have been a naughty kid, it depends. So what the parents are telling the kids all year long is, if you're on the naughty list, Krampus will come, he will kidnap you, he will torture you, he will eat you. They even talk about stories where Krampus is slicing up your stomach and eats you then. So it's a little bit more drastic there how the Germans trying to make the kids behave. When we think about how Krampus is now in Germany, how he is running around, if you have been good, you will get presents. If you've been naughty, actually Krampus will be there and just hits you a little bit with his whip. Not even hard, but it will scare the shit out of the kids. I mean, look at these masks. That's amazing, right? But how did it all start? And for that, we have to go way back in time. So the first actual records are written down in the 16th century about Krampus. And I'm pretty sure the origin dates even farther back than that. Before every German became a Christ, there was the barbarians and the pagans and the gods and all of that going on in Germany. Let's think about where Germany is right now, just from the geography point of view. We have long winters there and it gets dark early. So in the wintertime, most of the day it's dark. And you have to think about, you are living sometime in the 14th, 15th, 16th century. You're living in wooden houses, it's getting dark, it's cold, and all of a sudden you hear noises. Even then people have been superstitious. They didn't know what was going on, so they have to find a way to explain these noises or everything that was supernatural at that point, and they came up with demons. The time around winter solstice is the time where these people then try to get rid of these demons. People were thinking, if I put on a mask and I look like a devil himself, the devil will be scared away and leave me alone. It was a regular thing that in the beginning of December, people were dressed up like demons to scare away the devil. This was going on up to the point where the church got a good hand of Germany, and then they tried to forbid to dress up as the devil. Actually, it was the death penalty. If you dress up as a devil, death penalty. The festivities were there to dress up. In rural areas, they still did it, but in the towns and cities at these times, they got rid of that. The whole tradition is living on in the villages, and it grows again at one point. So the church is saying, okay, if we cannot take out the whole pagan tradition of this country, let's attach a Christian touch to that. Krampus is the dark side of Christmas. At one point, the church is coming in and saying, okay, winter solstice, 5th or 6th of December, there was always a holiday for the pagan folks. Let's do St. Nicholas Day at that point. So St. Nicholas Day is born. We have St. Nick running around as the good guy who's giving out presents. So we still have this pagan lifestyle somewhere in the background, and people are not giving up on that. So let's introduce this half goat, half demon creature into our Christian holiday. We make him, Krampus, the dark side of Christmas. Nice kids will get presents, and for the bad kids, for the naughty kids, we have Krampus there. The tradition that we see in southern Germany now was born with that. And over the years, they put a little bit more to that. You have this very artsy mascot that you see now, and Krampus is always running around with the cowbells. he has to make noise. He has to be there and scare kids. The name Krampus is coming from an old German word, Krampel, which means like claw or something lifeless, something immortal, if you want to. So it all fits in together there. If you're in Germany, in southern Germany, around 5th of December, make sure that you're visiting one of these bigger towns where they actually have the Krampus marches going on. It is very interesting to see. And if you've been a little kid growing up in Bavaria, you know that Krampus will chase you through the streets. Have fun. Merry Christmas.